Hello everyone, welcome to 12 am coding, and today we are going to solve a new problem on our patterns which is half pyramid. Okay, so in this problem if you see we are having this particular pattern. Okay, and in this particular pattern these we are having our rows, right, and these are our columns, right. So in this problem if you see, then at the particular row number we are having the same number of stars, right. If you just see, on the first row we are having 1 star, on the second row we are having 2 stars, and on the third row we are having 3 stars, and so on. So the intuition which we can develop through it is like we are having first row in which we are having 1 star, in the second row we are having 2 stars, right, in the third row we are having 3 stars, and so on. So if you think about, then on the nth row we will be having n number of stars, right. So as in the last tutorial we solved these problems, right, through the loops, right. So we will be applying the same case here. So let me just write the pseudo code here. So what I'm going to do is we will be writing a for loop in which I will be going from 1 to a particular number. Okay, and then let's say that number will be 4. For now there are 4 rows, right. So I'll make it as I less than equals to 4 we will be having, and then we will be making this I plus plus, right. So what we can do, we can run one more loop, okay, in the inner loop, which will be 4, then j equals to 1, then j then your j less than equals to I, right, and then your j plus plus. So now what is happening, if you see, we are running the j till I, right. So and then we will be printing, then as out we will print a star, right, and after this particular j loop will end, we will be printing a new line, right. So if you observe it, what will happen, so for example when your I will be equals to 1, then your j will be running 1 to 1, right, 1 to I, so 1 star will be printing. Then in the second case, when your I will be increased by 1, okay, then it will become 2. So when I equals to 2, then 2 stars will print, right, on the next line, because this next line is coming from here. Okay, so this is a simple thing, right. I hope you understood. Now let's go to the code and let's see how it works. Okay, so we are having our main function. So in this, let's first introduce a variable which is n, and let me make it as 4 because we took example of 4. Now we will be making our outer loop. Okay, okay, and in this loop what we'll be doing, we'll be writing for integer I equals to 1, then I less than equals to n, okay, and then I plus plus, okay, and then second loop, inside loop we will be having the inner loop, right, and in this inner loop what we can do, for I int integer j equals to 1, then j less than equals to I, right, and j plus plus, okay, and after that we can just print a star. Let me remove the ln from here so that it will not print any new line. Okay, and after that, after this particular j loop will end, inner loop will end, we will be printing a new line, right. So let me run this particular code and show you guys. So if you see, our this particular pattern is getting printed. So yes guys, this is for this particular tutorial, and in the next tutorial we will be having one more interesting problem. So see you then.